So the mouse put the kibosh on Donald Glover and Stephen Glover's Deadpool animated series on FX.
Is this news?
Hey, Tony.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey, can't complain. FX put the kibosh on a Donald Glover written and created Deadpool animated series. Donald Glover and Stephen Glover, kind of creators and writers of the show Atlanta on the same station. This could have been something pretty great. They already had the same animation studio that is responsible for doing all the great things from Archer involved. They had scripts written. Man, am I bummed about this. How about you?
I'm pretty bummed about it because I think that Donald Glover is a really smart writer when it comes to comedy. Take Atlanta, for example. I absolutely love that show, and it is a very smart comedy, and that's what I appreciate about it. And to bring that sense of humor, I think, to Deadpool could have been something really interesting. Especially an animated Deadpool world where they could have really done anything that they wanted to do. Could have been something that really could have knocked it out of the park and could have been a really big moneymaker for FX.
We all know about the impending mouse acquisition of Fox, 20th Century Fox and everything. And that, along goes FX and all things, all network shows that go along with that kind of acquisition. If it's going to happen, signs point to, more than likely. A lot of people don't know that the MCU and, the Disney ran MCU is the one that kind of owns rights to Marvel TV shows, especially animated ones. So things like Deadpool, that was kind of shot down for being maybe a little risque, because they were going to go, Donald Glover said that he was going to go in kind of a Rick and Morty pop culture reference kind of direction with the character, and they were going to deviate a lot from the source material. What do you think of, if Disney's already kind of stepping in and putting their mark on something like that, and the movie franchise of Deadpool is going to come over with all the other ones like X-Men and Fantastic Four? Or is this, kind of a bad omen?
If this is all true, if Disney's the one stomping out kind of the show, it's a little disheartening, and it also makes me think towards like what's happening with the X-Men cinematic movies right now too. I mean, we've got New Mutants got pushed back to next year, as well as X-Men's Dark Phoenix. So does all of this have to do with maybe Disney acquiring Fox? It hasn't happened yet, but I mean, rumors are circling. Outlook not so good for or maybe really good depending on your perspective. But it looks like they are going to acquire Fox. So is this all just Disney already kind of pushing their weight around in the Fox world, being like, hey, this isn't what we want it to look like, so we're going to push all this stuff off? They don't want to buy something, with all these new things starting, especially in their whole Marvel properties they got going on. I don't know. It's just a little speculation, I guess, on my end.
It just seems like it's coming from a weird place, because you have Disney-owned MCU properties like The Punisher, where it took it to such a violent level where we've never seen in the other MCU films or the other Netflix shows or any of the other Marvel shows at all. So it's kind of a head-scratcher seeing them be able to acquire this IP in Deadpool, where it is super brutal and super offensive, but them kind of being a little gun-shy, especially with somewhat for the movies, that is, but an animated series where you could kind of do whatever you want, and you can't go too crazy because it is going to be still on a network. It is going to be on FX, where you could take it as far as like an Archer takes it. And Donald Glover, he has a lot to do with what you got going on. He and his brother are responsible for Atlanta, which turned out to be an amazing hit, probably a surprise hit. And then also he's in the new Solo movie as Lando, so he has a lot of attachment. So it seems a little bit bizarre that someone like him kind of lost this project. Do you think this spells doom for his relationship with FX?
I don't think so necessarily. It all depends on where the creative differences lie, whether or not it is with FX or if it's with Disney. I think that Atlanta has been such a success and has, its second season is coming out soon, or it's already airing right now. I'm not really sure. I've been watching it on Hulu. A little behind on Atlanta, but I heard they're coming out with a new season, whether it's coming out now or it's already running. But so I don't think so. I don't think it's going to hurt his relationship with FX, unless FX is the ones that really, came down and canceled it. It all depends on where the fault lies, if it really is creative difference. A quote from Donald Glover says, I'm not mad about the whole thing, the whole canceled thing. I actually think it's a good thing. I mean, is it even a good time to have a violent, gun-loving white man ranting on TV other than the president? That's his quote. So he's not wrong there as far as maybe it's not the best time to have this kind of show. But at the same time, I think it could have been a major success. But there's also a quote in here that he was asked if maybe the show or maybe the writing was just too black. And he said, I don't think it was too black. So, but there's that too. So, I love Donald Glover. I think he's hilarious. I think the show probably could have done really well. And I'm sad to think that I won't get to at least see what this looked like. Whether the show was good or bad, it's something that I definitely wanted to at least experience.
So what did you guys think? How disappointed are you never to see a Deadpool animated series ran by Donald Glover and Stephen Glover? Comment in the section below. Let's talk about this. Is this news? So go ahead and please subscribe to They Said We Said and subscribe to Rad Entertainment to carry on the conversation.
And we'll see you guys next time on Is This News?